Hello and welcome everyone, it's your host OT19 Ultimate Gamer 19,000, and I'm here today to present to you all some brand new subclasses for 2025 D&D. And oh boy, am I excited for both of these subclasses. Today, we'll be covering the Oath of the Noble Genies and the Blade Singing Wizard. Before this video begins, make sure to like, comment, and kick that subscribe button. And yeah, let's get right into today's video. So, Oath of the Noble Genies Paladin. Who wrote this? Because genuinely, I love them. This is one of the most disgustingly powerful subclasses I've ever seen. Elemental Smite, broken. Paladin, the spells they get, broken. Genie Splendor, broken. Aura of Elemental Shielding, broken. Elemental Rebuke, broken. Noble Scion, broken. This whole subclass is so broken. I love it. Yeah. Elemental Smite you get at level 3. Immediately after you cast Divine Smite, you can use the use of Channel Divinity and invoke one of the following effects. The target has the grappled condition, escape DC equal to your spell save, while grappled the target also has the restrained condition. That has no limit. That has no turn limit, no at the end of their turn, so they have to waste their full action to escape that grapple. Which you're not grappling them, meaning you lose. No, they're just grappled. Oh, the Jin's escape. You teleport to an unoccupied space within 30 feet of yourself and take on a mist-like form. Which lasts until the end of your next turn. While in this form, you have immunity to grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. And also, you can Divine Smite unarmed now, so you gotta love it. Or Euphrates Fury. The target takes an extra 2d4 fire damage. Yeah, amazing. I love it. Madrid Surge. I don't know. The target and each creature of your choice within 10 feet and a 10 feet emanation originating from you must make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the creature is pushed 15 feet and has the prone condition. These are all amazing features. I love them all. Dal's Crush and 3D Fury are probably going to be the ones I most commonly use, but the Jin's Escape and Mirrored Surge, both amazing features as well. Probably will also get commonly used very often. Now, Genius Spells, Chromatic Orb, Elementalism, Thunderous Smite, amazing. Minor Illusion, Phantasmal Force, amazing. Fly, Gaseous Form, pretty good. Conjure, Minor, Elementals, and Summon Elementals. Oh boy! Who wrote this thing? And then Banishing Smite and Contact Other Plane. And hey, you know what? It's not even over because we get an additional 3rd level feature, Genie Splendor. When you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor, you get a bonus to your AC equal to your Charisma modifier. So now they made a Paladin, which you're meant to use 2-weapon fighting on, because 2-weapon fighting normally uses dexterity, and if you're using your dexterity, it's probably the best to use light armor. And if you're using light armor, you can now add your charisma modifier on top of your dexterity modifier with your light armor. And also, this says nothing of a shield. So maybe if you're a rapier and a shield rogue, your AC is now stupidly high. But let's assume you're a dual wielder. So now, they're basically telling you, be a dual wielder, and also giving you Conjure Minor Elementals, a spell that's known for being broken if you can make multiple attacks in a turn. And Elemental Smite can give you advantage on all of those attacks if you really wanted to. that's that. And that you get all that. Well, you don't get Conjure Minor Elemental at 3rd level, but you also get Chromatic Orb, a very good ranged option for this Paladin, because everyone knows Paladins don't really have ranged options. That's why everyone takes a level of Warlock, but you don't need to, because now you can just throw a Chromatic Orb at your enemy. And also, you gain proficiency in Acrobatics, Intimidate, Persuasion, Performance, or Persuasion of your choice. You know, because, of course, adding your Charisma modifier to your AC, no, that's too weak. Also, give him an additional proficiency. At level 7, we also get Elements Aura of Elemental Shielding. Choose one of the following damage types: Acid, Cold, Fire, Lightning, or Thunder. You and your allies have resistance to that damage type while you're in your Aura protection. At the start of each of your turns, you can change this damage affected by this feature. No action required. I I don't. That's so good. It's just, oh, your DM surprisingly you're fighting a creature that can do I don't know, just does a bunch of acid damage, or does some thunder or lightning or fire, or like surprise, the monster you're fighting has a flame tone. Yeah, might as well as leave not had it. Or Dragon Breath is attacking you and your whole party because he rolled his first initiative. Oh no worries, your whole party has resistance, and if they succeed, they not quad they fourth the damage. So basically, you're almost giving your whole party evasion if you're fighting a creature that has acid, cold, fire, lightning, or damage. Lightning or thunder damage. This is... Or if somehow your rogue still fails a saving throw, they're not, what, 1/8ing the damage they take? That's basically taking 0 damage. Yeah, let's say if you're doing like a 50 damage breath weapon, let's say your aura halves it to 25, then they half it again because they failed, thanks to their what is it called? Um, Okay. Oh no. Okay. No, they wouldn't want eighth it. I'm tripping. They wouldn't want eighth it. But no matter what, a rogue could now only take 1/4 of fire, cold, lightning, or thunder damage or acid if they're within 10 feet of you, and if it's a dexterity saving throw, which most acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage is usually a dex save. So yeah, I definitely now think this paladin and maybe the scion of the Dead 3 rogue might be a potentially game breaking combo. Oh, I'm loving this so far. This is, wow, amazing. Also, the amount of reflavoring this can have. This could literally be like seen as like the Oath of the Dragons. And boom, because honestly, all of this fits dragons. All of this fits dragons. Genie's Splendor, Draconic Scales, boom. Yeah, Elemental Smite, that's dragon. Elemental Rebuke, dragon as hell. Aura of Elemental Shielding, dragon as hell. Noble Scion, fly speed, that's dragon in hell. Minor Wish, you're using the wisdom or the intelligence or the charisma of a dragon to make your allies succeed on their stuff instead. That's dragon as hell. So like, or this can legit be the devil paladin, and just make everything fire damage. Running all of the fire options are available. Elemental Rebuke, very fiery, very devilly. Elemental Smite, again, very fiendish, very that type of stuff. Genie Splendor, just fiendish scales or fiendish resistance or fiendish charm or whatever. Oh, I love this subclass so much. It's amazing. I love it. At level 15, we get Elemental Rebuke. When you are hit by an attack roll, you can take a reaction to have the attack's damage against yourself, and force the attacker to make a dex save against your spell save DC. On a failed save, they take 4d10 plus their charisma modifier in damage. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. On a successful save, they take half as much, and you can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma mod. I mean, like, it's... So not only are most dex saves just already gonna be, or like most dexterity save, dex save or take a bunch of elemental damage, automatically all half. But now, if someone tries to hit you for weapon attack, you can half it and potentially deal more damage than what they're gonna do to you. Oh, you rolled a critical hit? Yeah, I half it. Oh no, so take 4d10 fire damage straight to the face. Peak. I peaked. I don't want to peak. That's peak. That's all this is. Noble Scion, as a bonus action for 10 minutes or until you end it, no action required. You use this once you use this feature. You can't do so until you finish a long rest or you spend a 5th level spell slot, whatever. And you have flight, as you have a fly speed of 60 feet and can hover. And Minor Wish. When you are an ally and your aura protection fails the d20 test, you can take a reaction to make the d20 test succeed instead. Yeah, of course you can. Oh, you're about to get banished. Oh, our barbarian's about to get what's it called? Dominate person by Vecna? Nah, he isn't. Nah, I don't feel like it. Oh, your whole party's about to get mass suggestion, but you succeeded because you're a paladin. Nah, you're a barbarian doesn't. Nah, he succeeds. Uh, I just yeah. And also, you can use it outside of combat too. Let's say there's a very important like intimidation check or persuasion check you have to make. Boom, no, they make it. Oh, DC 30? Yeah, no, they make it. No, screw all that DC 30 crap. They make it. They have to make a ability check in the middle of combat for something really important. Nah, don't roll. Don't even pick up the dice. You make it. Don't pick up the dice. No, you just make it. I just don't know what to call this book. Peak. This is. I love it. It's amazing. I I love it. Now we're gonna go into Blade Singer, which received some nerfs, which I don't know if I'm very fond of, but at the same time, they might actually have been buffs at lower levels. It's weird, but let's get into it. So at level 3, sing your Blade Song. As a bonus action, you invoke Elven magic called the Blade Song, provided you aren't wearing armor or using a shield. The Blade Song lasts for 1 minute and ends early if you have the incapacity condition, if you don armor or shield, or if you use a weapon, or if you use 2 hands to make an attack with a weapon, you can dismiss the Blade Song at any time. While the Blade Song is active, you gain the following benefits. You can invoke the Blade Song a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum of 1 to regain all uses when you finish a long rest. Honestly, I kind of wish that you would gain back 1 use on a short rest, almost like Action Surge or the Barbarian's Rage, but you know. You gain a bonus to your AC equal to your intelligence modifier, and your speed increases by 10 feet. Whenever you attack with a weapon you are proficient in, you can use your intelligence modifier for the attack and damage rolls instead of strength for dexterity, and while maintaining concentration on a concentration spell, you can add your intelligence modifier to that roll. And before I critique it or add on to it, level 3 training in Warren Song, you gain proficiency for all melee martial weapons that don't have the two-handed or heavy property. You can also use a melee weapon which you have proficiency in as a spellcasting focus for any of your wizard spells. You also gain proficiency in one of the following skills: acrobatics, athletics, performance, or persuasion. this is this is definitely something. I like the fact you can now attack with your intelligence. That's super good. But losing out on medium on what's it called? Not small armor, light armor is kind of a dagger. Now you can say, oh, mage armor gives you a 13 armor class, which is pretty nice. So, which honestly, when I first reacted to this feature, I was like, kind of like, ooh, I don't like that. That's not good. But now, the more and more I read about this feature and the more I'm kind of educated about this feature, it makes me like this Blade Song actually more and more, and probably believe this is just a straight buff unless you have magical studded leather. If you ever get +2 studded leather, then you're kind of chalked. But outside of +3 and +2 armor, this is still pretty damn good in my opinion. I mean, honestly, some might even say that this is actually a better. I feel like this Blade Singer is a much better wizard compared to the 2014 version. But the 2014 version might be a better martial in my opinion. I don't really know. No, honestly, I think it might. No, because with mage armor, no, because it's a very weird economy. In the old version, if you want to be a really good marshal, you would have to give up on your intelligence score a little and make your dexterity the highest, meaning you're delaying your really good wizardry. Now, you don't have to delay that really good wizardry, but your dexterity modifier is probably just gonna stay at 16. Granted, you do not have mage armor to increase it, but still, I think even with mage armor, the fact is, at earlier levels, you're not going to be a better wizard, but a worse martial. Which, I know a lot of people that took Blade Singer just to be a really good wizard. Because at the end of the day, with the Blade Singer, your armor class is still going to be higher than anyone else's. You're still going to have a higher movement speed than anyone else. Your concentration is going to be higher than everyone else's. So no matter what, this Blade Singer now is just a significantly better wizard. But it is now a worse martial, which honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. because the wizard is still a very powerful class and so has very powerful magic. Also, conjure matter elementals exist, and if that's allowed on your table, then who cares at the end of the day? You're already the best marshal. Like, who cares, you know? Oh, one big thing also, no weapon masteries, which is very interesting. I think if you take the D&D Deep 4 Deep Dive method and take one level fighter with every wizard you make, then honestly now I think that one level fighter dip might hold a lot more value than just concentration saves now, because of how good weapon masteries are, especially with a character if you plan on using conjure matter elementals or any of those type of spells, which could be interesting. You also get extra attack. Extra attack is the same. You can cast a wizard cantrip instead of taking the attack action. This can be used to cast True Strike, Booming Blade, Green Flame Blade, whatever. Song of Defense, still unequivocally booty, still terrible. Shield is significantly better. But now we have Song of Victory. And this has had a lot of people asking questions, which I'm not sure if I'm incorrect or everyone else is. Now, Song of Victory states, after you cast a spell that has a casting time of an action, you can make one attack with a weapon as a bonus action. Now, what does this mean? When they say spell, does that also mean a cantrip? And that's the big question everyone's wondering. Because when you go to extra attack, it says when you cast one of your wizard cantrips, not wizard spells, it specifically states cantrips. So is casting a spell and casting a cantrip considered the same thing in 2024? That is my big question, because if it is, then this just makes you a really good marshal. Because now, in theory, you could cantrip, attack, a cantrip, use your extra attack, booming blade, swipe, nick, swipe, and then bonus action, Song of Victory, take another attack, and then boom, like that, you're cooking. Or is it the other way around where no, you have to cast like a fireball, then do a sword? Or in theory, could you conjure meta elementals, start slicing and dicing with that sword of yours? What is it is my personal question. Honestly, I really don't know, but still, even though Song of Victory is still a really good feature, I mean, being able to just conjure mana elementals and then boom, take a swipe out on all of that fire damage is still super nice in my opinion. So yeah, overall, still pretty good. So yeah, those are my thoughts about the new Blazing Wizard. What are my final thoughts? It's interesting. I definitely do need some clarification on Song of Victory. But yeah, I think that's going to end all for today's video. Overall, these two subclasses were amazing. Both 10 out of 10. I love both of them. I think the Oath of I think the Alpha Paladin is perfectly fine. I think Blazing Wizard is perfect instead of the 10th level feature, which still sucks booty. And I wish the 14th level feature had a little bit more wording so then we could better know how it works. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today's episode. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, OT19 signing out. Peace, peace.